stats, baby. That's the style stat. All right, now this match is an important one, you guys. We have AMAM on blue side. Whoa. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to open the Excel help button thing. Anyway, this is an important match, man. AMAM on blue side. What is a wolf? Diamond Spider. What? Diamond Spider playing for Team AMAM? Diamond Spider playing for Team AMAM? Their newest recruit? This is the first time a community member has been selected by Team AMAM to play on their roster. Every single person you see on Team AMAM's roster up until now was either taken from a different community or was simply with their roster since before we even started doing these tournament series. This is a huge moment for Team AMAM. And for Diamond Spider at that, man. I did not expect this. Diamond Spider, you know, if AMAM were going to take somebody on their team, there's only a few players I would have recommended to them. And Diamond Spider would absolutely have been one. And considering this is the early stages of Season 3, you guys, I am not surprised. I'm not surprised at all that Team AMAM are bringing in a couple of new players to their roster just to ensure that they have teammates and they have a full group for all the weekends approaching, man. This is awesome. This is awesome. Very cool. On red side, counter-instigate Epsilon, V8, Awer, Stairs, and World's Best Player. Awer, a new addition to the roster of CIE as well. Seems to be replacing Alf is on CIA. Awer seems to be replacing the Player Slayer in this roster, you guys. The Player Slayer actually has moved to another team since then. So Awer, the newest member of CIE, and Diamond Spider, the newest member of AMAM. Let's check out the bands in thus far. And the reason why I mentioned that this is an important match and that this is an important set in general is because AMAM were just beat last week. Keep in mind, you guys, AMAM were just beat. Uh-oh, did I forget to... Oops, I did, didn't I? I forgot to stop the recording from the last match. Oh well. AMAM were just beat last weekend by PNG, taking a very new, very futuristic composition. How will AMAM answer that? Are they going to start bringing? Are they going to stick to their same thing? You know, they won the set, so it wouldn't be a terrible idea for them to stick to their same strategies, or are they going to respect the fact that the meta may be expanding, that more teams are going to be taking compositions like that and trying to counter their play style? And should they adapt their playstyle accordingly? Are they going to bring out a new style of composition tonight, one that we haven't seen from them before? One would assume that if they are going to be bringing out something new, it's going to be epic, because Team AMAM, they just have that mindset. They've been doing this for so long that every decision they make always seems to be the right one. And I mentioned to you guys last week as well, if any team was going to bring out the Juggernaut meta, if any team was going to start playing the Juggernaut meta, it would be Team AMAM. We're talking consistently. And if any team was going to take that meta and perfect it, it would be Team AMAM, because they've already shown a liking to Skarner, and now bringing Garen into this match. I knew it was going to happen, you guys, and it looks like that is the turn that Team AMAM are going to start moving. They're going to start tailoring their compositions toward those Juggernauts, because Juggernauts can make the tower dives. Juggernauts can definitely affiliate an AMAM playstyle. Now we look at the champion selection from CIE so far, and that champion selection is Ezreal for V8. They did not ban the Ezreal, they gave it to him. V8 says, you know what, we're against AMAM, we got to take them. We brought the Darius the first time. Yeah, well, Team AMAM had brought they had already brought the Skarner into the open lobby series at that point. And like I mentioned, Frozen Man, they're gonna take this and they're gonna try and find something about it. Ooh, a Braum, potentially now a Braum on the side of Team AMAM. This is going to be very unique play from them. And it shows, like I mentioned, they may be adapting based on the match that they lost this weekend. They may have to change up some of their priorities here. We did it first. No way, dude. No way. All right, so that is the lock-in. Braum for Gross Pigeon, you guys. This is a very new style of, very new composition that we're seeing from Team AMAM. Very similar to what we saw from Team PNG, Frozen. Team PNG's matches in the first set against Counter-Instigate Epsilon last Saturday, rather. And Counter-Instigate Epsilon just taking a very standard composition. They got a lot of strong picks here in terms of the poke comps, but I'm not sure if they really brought out anything that's new and exciting. So can this kind of solidified, strong composition, one that we know is going to be really good. It's got all the poke, it's got the Galio, it's got the Morgana, Caitlyn. It's a great comp that we're looking at from CIE. Is that good enough to overpower the new experimental phase of Team AMAM? That's the question here. Let's go ahead and get our lock-ins down. What does the Wolf on Lux? Vayate on his Ezreal. Awer taking the Galio. Stairs, or excuse me, Diamond Spider now taking, ooh, not Lux. Why did I type in Lux again? Taking Jinx. I love to see Diamond Spider on these hyper carries, you guys. I love seeing Diamond Spider on these hyper carries. It's exactly where he needs to be going. Team AMAM, they're giving him the right champions here. Now, Rare Candy on the Garen. Stairs on Morgana. World's Best Player on Caitlyn. And Gross Pigeon on the Braum. This is going to be an interesting one, and I think we're going to have to go ahead. We're going to have to take this one to the style stats, you guys. We're going to have to take this one to the style stats. Let's first take a look at red chart on the style stats team composition strength calculator. That is Counter Instigate Epsilon. We've got a left-sided squad with good fight potential. That's what the Galio and the Caitlyn bring. Good fight potential, long-lasting fights. They should be able to win them out. You know, Galio brings tankiness, can shield his allies, and Caitlyn is just a great consistent carry and has closing potential on team fights with her ultimate. And then other than that, it's basically just all about the left side of the chart. It's all about the poke, the siege, the wave clear, the disengage. That's what poke compositions are about. This is very standard, not surprising at all. But the fact that they brought in those fight stats means that they got some strong picks, because usually the stronger poke champions are the ones who bring in the fight stat. And that is, like I mentioned, Galio and Caitlyn. Not that I don't think they would have gotten Caitlyn, but Galio mostly. And then you have Team AMAM's composition, the opposite-sided. Opposite-sided from what you would have expected to see from AMAM. They're actually hugging the right side of the team chart. All in all, it's very symmetrical here, but as you can see, they have an accent to engage and siege. And this is very nice, because siege for Team AMAM is always something they've really thrived with. You know, they get the early game advantages. They push those minion waves forward. They get themselves the opportunities to hit the tower, and then they make the dive to solidify it and possibly even extend it into an entire tower down, even in the early games. In this specific case, they're bringing in Garen, very great at tower diving. Gross Pigeon on his Braum. I'm not exactly sure where this is going to come into play, where the Braum is really going to make do here, but you know what? It was potentially just a counter pick, knowing that the enemy team was taking a poke composition. The first three champions that were built by Team AMAM were textbook blue side draft phase. AP carry, AD carry, and tank. That's all you need, especially if it's Garen. AP carry, AD carry, and Juggernaut tank. Then, for your last pick, you have the ability to say, okay, well, now we've got basically our composition is built. We're running a Juggernaut comp. Now what do we look at? We look at the enemy team, what do they have? What do we need against them? Okay, that's a poke comp. That is definitely a poke comp. Let's bring in the Braum. He's going to counter it out. We should be okay. He's going to allow them, if they're at an advantage, to play more aggressive, and allow them, if they're at a disadvantage, to play more defensive. And then, like I mentioned, there really isn't an incredibly large amount to be said about CIE's composition. You know, normally I would say that I'm a little bit disappointed in this, but CIE are bringing in a new member of their team, so going with one of these well-known compositions here is not something I totally disagree with. And you know what? CIE, they still have a little ways to go before they're at that top potential of their squad, you know? I think they need to, I think there's one more phase of their team that they need to go through before they really hit that peak of their potential. They've always been that third or fourth place team. And now, you know, after last Saturday, they're actually placed in third, but they've always been that third and fourth place team, the one that has never really been on the cutting edge and has been able to compete with AMAM, but also hasn't had the synergy of a team like PNG. Now, you know, in Season 3, I want to see them solidify their roster. I want to see them start playing towards their strengths, even if it means going for those poke compositions still. I want to see them bring out something new, whether it be a new champion for the poke composition, whether it be a new playstyle for the poke composition. I want to see them do something new, and I want to see them practicing together, and I want to see them increasing their synergy, you guys, because if they do that, they've been playing matches and sets against the top two teams in our tournament series for a long time. That means that they know what the best teams look like. They know how the best teams play. They know how to lose to the best teams. And it sounds harsh, but that's just how it is. And they have a more hands-on experience with those best teams than a lot of the other teams do. Therefore, if anybody has set a good example for them, you know, if anybody at all has set any example for Team CIE, it has been PNG number 2 and AMAM number 1. Gross Pigeon is pronounced more like Grow Pigeon. Grow Pigeon. All right, Grow Pigeon. Grow Pigeon. Grow P-John. Grow P. John? I think we should swap it around. John. Grow P. Right? Anyway. I'm gonna get this recording started, you guys. Oh, overlay. Overlay. Oh, God. The overlay, don't kill me, please. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final set of the day. The Yate, he's the first one off the gun. Team AMAM, all very fast. All very, very quick. But Viate, he knows they're there. Everybody on CIE knows they're there. Like I mentioned, if anybody knows how to play a losing game against AMAM, it's CIE. And that, you know, it's a tough hurdle to jump over. Oh, they have the 2 Debonair skins, by the way. If only they had Vi and whatever other Debonair skins there are. That'd be nice. Maybe like a Gentleman Cho'Gath or something like that. Anyway, you know, if any team knows how to, I don't know. I don't want to say lose to AMAM, because it's not like they do it on purpose. But if anybody knows what steps need to be taken in order to beat a team like AMAM or in order to beat a team like PNG, it's CIE. And with that being said, that next hurdle to go over, the one being actually making those changes, actually implementing those ideas, is very difficult, and it's something that not very many teams have done in the past. Pronounce this. Ovirla. That's like it, right? Grow P. John. John, grow P. It looks like CIE, they're contesting the early waves here, and with AMAM having brought 2 melees into this composition, it's going to make it that much easier for CIE to keep themselves safe in this early game. They have the poke advantage. They have the early game advantage here, so if they get the option, they should be able, if they get the ability, they should be able to shove AMAM back. But the question is, will they? See, that's that hurdle that I was talking about. Even if they were handed the opportunity to win a game against Team AMAM, would they take it? That's the hurdle. You need to be prepared to win games against AMAM rather than being prepared to lose games against AMAM. And if any team knows what preparations need to be taken to win, it's CIE, but actually, you know, implementing those preparations is the difficult part. Nice shield from Gross Pigeon. It's more like Zon. Gross, so Grow Pizon. Grow Pizon. Grow P, son. Grow P, son. It's like giving a list to a kid is like been bad. Grow P, son. Uh-oh, stairs almost locked down. Got the black shield off though, so no big deal. I don't expect the black shield to be incredibly impactful this game. It's really just the Braum ultimate. That's it. It's the Braum ultimate and the Chompers, really. It's most likely going to be used more often to negate damage from things like Lux ultimates and Lux E's. That's what I would expect. And you know, Lux is kind of like a bait for those type of things, for shields. So that's one thing going for AMAM right now. Gros Pizon. Think Frencher. You don't want me to think Frencher, and I know Gross Pigeon does not want me to think Frencher either. Think Frencher. Yeah, you guys are really bringing up a touchy subject here with me, because I'm telling you, man, AMAM and Gross Pigeon, they do not like me trying to pronounce his name in a French accent. They have not enjoyed that in the past. I gotta tell you, it's not been something that they really like to hear. I don't think they're like offended by it or anything, but it's just so bad that they just don't want to hear it. All right, you guys, AMAM, they have been unable to secure any bit of siege here. Now, Rare Candy is locked down, goes in for some spinny spins. AMAM, they might want to take this game late here. AMAM, the first team in the ADAM tournament series to implement the Juggernaut Garen into this meta, and I think that was the next logical one. I mean, it's not like you're going to bring in Mordekaiser. He had some buggy butt stuff going on last time we saw him play, so I'm not surprised that Mordekaiser has been tapped out for ADAM matches. CIE attempting to do whatever they can. They're really taking no damage here. Expect that AMAM are going to make a very explosive engage. Probably somewhere like 8 or 9 minutes in. This isn't a wombo combo composition. This, by no means is this the wombo combo composition, but they do have combo potential under the right circumstances. And under these circumstances, they can build into those right circumstances, where they make that dive at level 9. They send Garen in. I'm not sure how they're going to find many kills before that. Right now, with this early advantage, all they're really doing is negating the main power of the team that CIE is building. There we go. There's the ultimate combos. That's what we were looking for. Nice work. Wolf drops his full combo. Diamond Spider follows up. Well played, man. No hesitation there from Diamond Spider. This kid, Diamond Spider, is honored to be playing with Team AMAM right now. Always pronounce all AMAM members' names in fake bad French. Yes. Yes, this is true. Dimon Spider. Grab joie. Wa easy wool. And raw condor. No, that wouldn't be it. That wouldn't be good. It have to be like Rare Condé. Alright, that's enough. Answer. Nice 4-man ultimate. Here it is. The Ezreal follow-up is blocked by the Braum. Rare Candy does his little spinny thing. Does not quite have the target. Doesn't get the Mark Dash either. That would have been an execution if I ever seen one. Rare Candy does have his ultimate available. Does he still do the whole? Enemy villain thing on this map? Does he still do that? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. That is very nice. That is very nice. First blood going to the Lux somehow. I believe that was just a catch by a catch with the E, if I'm not mistaken. Call him Rare Can Die. Rare Can Die. All right, I can do that. AMAM pick up the first kill of the match, but it's late. 7 minutes and 13 seconds in after the skirmish is over. Don't expect. Ooh, that was nice too. Great follow-up there from Diamond Spider, man. He's using this Jinx ultimate exactly the way that Team AMAM would have expected him to. Would have wanted him to. If at least if I was Team AMAM. You want a Jinx player who's just going to use that ultimate all the time. That's how AMAM works. Wolf taken very low. They're looking for some sort of follow-up. Rare Candy, nice body block. V8 goes in, has no mana. He actually flashed there. Now he's going to get taken down by Rare Candy. 1 kill. Another, matter of fact, going over in Team AMAM. That's their second of this game. Mark Dash from Awer. He needs to dash on this one, but he can't dodge the damage. He's locked down by Wolf. Should have dashed earlier. Rare Candy, Diamond Spider rather, goes down to World's Best Player, who is now the villain. But AMAM still come out on top. 2-1 in kills. World's Best Player gets out alive. Wolf going for his execution. Rare Candy taking a large amount of damage. World's Best Player looks like he might follow up on this one. Now Gross Pigeon is the next target. He's going to go for another execution here. Rare Candy goes right back in. Gross Pigeon, they're actually looking to secure a kill possibly here. Nice ultimate from Stairs. Secures 2 for V8. Double kill. Scumbag V8 just jumps in out of nowhere and steals both the kills. Oh my goodness. And now 2 versus 4 in CIE's favor, ladies and gentlemen. CIE's favor. They are playing quite well. It's an easy ultimate for Stairs to take. Diamond Spider now 2-1-2, you guys. This Jinx has good stats, but as does the Caitlyn on the enemy team. But Ezreal also has 2-1-1. So the gold for CIE is going exactly where it needs to go. Whereas, actually, no, the gold on AMAM is actually going in the right places as well. So things are looking good. Things are looking real good here. Was that like a heart thing? Is that a heart noise that I just heard? Yes, Scumbag aliens are watching. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but there's a meme called like Scumbag something, and it's like the Scumbag guy about, he's always just doing, I don't know, it's like a lot of different, it's a meme, you get to be doing an infinite amount of things. Anyway, yeah, Scumbag V8. It's more sarcastic than it is serious, aliens. It's very sarcastic, as a matter of fact. They should bring back Alistar to keep the Juggernauts under control. I don't think Alistar's ever really going to fall off the meta. We might be in for another long game, ladies and gentlemen. Team AMAM, they are playing the long one this game. Or they are playing the long... They do have the long game comp, excuse me. The late game composition. They bring the Garen. They have the Jinx, the Lux. Lux and Braum allow them to get through the early game. Garen and Jinx carry it to the end. Carry it in the late game. Here comes Answer. Awer, rather, gets instantaneously shielded from his ultimate, but it was a nice 3-man lockdown. Jinx picks up the first kill. Stairs is low. Stairs is going to go down here eventually as well. Gets a bind. Finds some health. Might even actually go back alive. This is going to be the case. Rare Candy follows up. Ooh, maybe not. Rare Candy follows up. Picks up 1 kill. Now V8's in trouble. Double kill for Rare Candy. I believe it was a double kill. No, it was 1 kill for Lux. 1 kill for Jinx. And 2 kills for Garen. An ace for Team AMAM. They make their dives 10 minutes in. I said 8 minutes when I said it earlier, but they tried to make that dive at about 11. It's very successful. They get an ace, and now with Jinx hitting this tower uncontested, they may even be able to get it down before the remaining members of CIE come back. Eric L, go CIE, beat AMAM. Yeah, true that. True that. That is going to be a second tower for Team AMAM. 11 minutes in. Very early. Very early. They got a lot out of that team fight, you guys. But they had to commit a lot to it as well. It seems as though Awer had a great engage. It was a great Mark Dash engage, but the counter from the Garen is a little bit too strong. Being able to just pop that Q and have the next auto attack cancel the Galio's ultimate is really, really nice. Yeah, 10 out of 10 silence. Absolutely. 10 out of 10 silence. I agree. I agree, Rick. Oh, the Mark Dash. Gross Vision was like, ooh, my time to shine. The CS is being traded out fairly well here. I don't see any I don't have any qualms with the way AMAM is giving their CS here. You can see most of the CS going to Lux and Jinx. Jinx now sitting on top of the game, as a matter of fact. There's another ultimate just basically using it on cooldown. Diamond Spider. The newest member of the Team AMAM roster, man. Impressive, dude. I'm excited. I'm excited for Diamond Spider. I bet you, he didn't tell me anything about this. I bet you he was so stoked. So freaking stoked when AMAM picked him up. Guarantee you guys he was so stoked. Rare Candy trying to secure, or at least trying to take away as much of the enemy crowd control as possible. You can see Team AMAM, they're playing a much different game here than we saw in the last 2 sets. This isn't, their team composition isn't about wombo combos. This isn't about one singular engage that gets you 3 towers. Now they had that, but they had already whittled the enemy team down. With Team AMAM's composition right now and their specific play style, they are a constant aggressing team. They always do this. They're always wanting to fight. They're always looking to get as much of an advantage as possible. Another silence from Awer, from Rare Candy onto Awer. Now Rare Candy has easy access in the backlines, gets his ultimate off, gets the execution. Now Awer is low. Double kill from Rare Candy. Scumbag Rare Candy steals the kill with the dash, and that's going to be an inhibitor for AMAM. So Spider is not on the AMAM roster? No, he is on the AMAM roster. Look at, he's playing right now. Whether or not he's a sub, he's on the AMAM roster. He's playing right now. I mean, they can take him off if they want, but he's playing right now. He might be a sub. He was on Wolf Academy. Yes, he was on Wolf Academy. And he's with them right now. He's playing. He didn't have a team. I guess they picked him up. Nice ultimate from V8, but good shields as well. What is a Wolf brought down by the ultimate from Caitlyn? Now 14 minutes in. There are super minions encroaching red team base. Rare Candy pops his item. That's the cool new item, you guys. That's the one that goes active. The Sterix Gauge. Very cool. An ace. Counter ace from Counter Instigate Epsilon. Seems as though AMAM, they really wanted those executions there. I think they gave up a little bit too much, in my opinion. They gave all 4 kills to the enemy team. And they actually didn't end up dealing much damage either. So those trades actually going to give CIE potentially a small window to get back in this game. World's Best Player and V8 both going to be going for some damage on this tower here. This is what AMAM does. They starve you. They'll kill you and they'll push you back into your base so far that, and so early that even if you win a team fight, even if you get an ace and you run back to their first tower, you won't have enough time to get it down, and all you can do is kill yourself, run back to your base, and wait for them to come back and do it again. That's Team AMAM. That's like their trademark thing. They do that to every single team they play. Or at least nine times out of 10, that's what they do to the enemies. He's a sub. He told me, he's just a sub. So he was moved from the Wolf Academy roster into the AMAM roster tonight, at least. They must be testing him out. Like I said, this is the first week. This is the time to do it, you guys. This is the time to do it. He's actually good enough to be on the team, not a sub. I agree. I think he is good enough. Stairs. Oh my god, that's a combo if I ever seen one. Not a wombo, just some chain executes. Now, Awer, he ends up getting stunned out of his ultimate once again and isn't quite getting the damage down that he requires. He's instantaneously peeled, and that's 2 kills for AMAM right away. Now AMAM are in a very good position here. They could potentially win the game off of this next siege. Gross Pigeon, great mark dash, forces a flash. Now Rare Candy taking up the tower. They're trying to find a way to get this tower down. You can see AMAM, they're not going in for executions here. They want to win this game. Rare Candy, another nice mark dash, looking for a kill on the world's best player. Gets it just before he goes down to the laser. That's one traded. He's just trying to give his team more time. Here comes Awer. Is the ultimate available? Doesn't seem that's the case. Awer gets stunned out, but also Stairs secures a kill onto the left. Awer still trying to find something here. It's just AMAM being chased around by CIE. AMAM, they're baiting right now, you guys. They're simply just delaying the game. Now with Gross Pigeon coming back in and forcing the members of CIE to chase him around for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds, however long it is, that's how much more time his teammates have to come back and defend this next tower, even though nobody's there right now. Plus, on top of that, you have 17-minute super minions here. Now, I've always said, post-15 super minions are never really that difficult to handle, but they are something extra. They are adding to that time that it takes for CIE to get from their base, from their inhibitor, to the enemy's first tower, and as you can see, by the time they come back, they're already getting aggressed by AMAM again. Ruh-roh, Diamond Spider's locked down. Gross Pigeon can't save him this time. Stairs gets the kill. They trade out 1 for 1. Vayate goes down. Awer, he's in the middle of the enemy team. Does not have his ultimate available. It was used, but to no success. Now world's best player. Chasing everyone he can, but he doesn't want to keep attacking these tanks. Rare Candy now easily going to be able to secure something on the stairs, while Gross Pigeon picks up a stun on the world's best player. And just like that, another ace for Team AMAM. 1 for 4. I don't think that's game, but it's going to be damn close, you guys. Seven seconds left on Awer. They get 1 Nexus turret down. They most likely will get 2 before there's any true contestation coming through. And if they can get a kill onto either Vayate or Awer here, it might be the end of the game. They have the lockdown. Vayate forced to dash his way out. The inhibitor has respawned. The game is not over quite yet, ladies and gentlemen. AMAM, they have to react to this. They're going to back off. They're already not down anybody. Jinx is back. She's got the damages, but all 4 members of CIE up and available as well. World's best player zapped to death by what is a wolf. Now Awer, he's stunned, taking lots of damage from Diamond Spider's minigun. Vayate, he's also locked down. That could mean his death, but he does have the dashes, you guys. What is a wolf was left very low throughout that fight. AMAM, they back off. They get the inhibitor down again. They open up the Nexus for killing. Awer, his ultimate's coming back soon. Rare Candy, great mark dash. Follow up from the Jinx. Awer, now he is locked up, stunned down, and Diamond Spider should be able to follow this up. He might be able to win this game. 2 versus 3. Rare Candy trying to isolate. No, 3 versus 3, excuse me. Awer has been taking so much damage here. He finally goes down. Somehow he survived this whole time. 3 versus 3. Once again, you guys, Stared had the opportunity to respawn and come back into this fight. No, world's best player, excuse me, had the opportunity to respawn and is back in the fight. Now skirmishing out with Diamond Spider. Can he win this skirmish? That's not the case, but you know what? Gross Pigeon is here. He will have the damage, more than likely to take down world's best player, and with it, might even come the game. Vayate CIE, they're fighting so hard to keep this Nexus alive, you guys. My voice will not handle much more of a team fight. 5 seconds left on Aware. This Nexus really should fall here, but Yate does not have the damage. That is the case. Team AMAM take game number 1 against Counter-Instigate Epsilon. Epsilon did take them 19 minutes in, a 20-minute match. Not what you see too often from AMAM, but not only are they using a new roster here with the addition of Diamond Spider, but also they're using a new playstyle, a new composition. This one worked out fairly well for them. They were able to utilize it, but I'm not sure if this is what, if this is, this exact 4 champions are what they need. Against some of the other teams here, I don't think that would have worked out nearly as well as it did in this match. Now, CIE, man, got to give them props. They played really well. Aware seems to be an excellent addition to this match, you guys. He made some really nice engages. It was simply unfortunate that the Garen counter was there so quickly. Well played to Team AMAM, and, yeah, well played to both teams, man. Congratulations to Team AMAM. GG.